11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks. 11 Alive News Primetime starts now.
It feels like my country doesn't love me and appreciate my body as a woman.
Complete and utter joy that it was finally overturned, but the determination, a steely determination that the battle is not over.
Abortion bans are illegitimate. Forced motherhood is illegitimate.
Passion tonight, taking a live look outside the Supreme Court in D.C. right now, where crowds have been gathering. You're seeing some police walking through the crowd right now. A lot of people celebrating the court's monumental decision today, overturning Roe v. Wade. Others really furious about it. Now taking a wider look at those protesters gathering. The justices voted 5-4 in striking down Roe v. Wade, stripping away constitutional protection for abortions that have been in place for nearly 50 years. And this now paves the way for states to impose outright bans on the procedure. Nearly half have indicated they might do just that. And tonight we have team coverage with 11 Alive's Hope Ford and John Sherrick outside the Georgia state capitol, because you better believe we're getting reaction here at home too. Want to start now with Hope. Hope, what are you seeing and how have things changed over the last few hours?
Well, we just made it back to the Capitol right now. If you caught us a little bit earlier, we were marching down around the perimeter of the Capitol. It took about an hour. Once people got here, they left here, stopped at the underground. They talked, shared their personal stories, and then went back around and made it back here to the Capitol. It's still a big crowd out here. We've seen a handful of people leave, but there are still hundreds and hundreds of people out here right now. They're continuing to protest. They're continuing to chant. And this is kind of what we've seen for the last 2 hours. People are sharing their personal stories. They're sharing their frustrations. They're sharing their things that they fear could be next. They're sharing stories about fears and worries about LGBTQ rights, about interracial marriage. So a lot of those conversations are going on kind of alongside abortion rights right now. So we're not really sure if they're going to disperse it anytime soon. There's a lot of passion out here still. There's a lot of fire. People are still very pent up out here right now and still continuing to protest. So they've said earlier they were planning this protest since last night in anticipation for this decision today. So they've been continuing to say they're going to keep things fluid. They may continue to march. They may stay here for a little while longer. Of course, we're going to keep up with them, whatever they decide to do right now. Again, it's grown so much. 2 protests have actually combined. One started at Centennial Olympic Park and then one started here. Now they've combined. We've had people coming and going throughout the entire day as people continue to stand here and protest. So we're going to keep up with them and, of course, continue to let you know what's happening out here.
Yeah, when we started our coverage at 6, there were maybe a dozen people, so it has definitely grown. Hope, thank you. Want to continue our team coverage now with John Sherrick, also live downtown. John, I know you've been speaking with people there on the ground. What have they been telling you? What are you seeing?
Savannah, people keep telling us their stories. I just talked with an educator from Newton County who was here with her whole family. She brought her 11-year-old daughter here to see this and to be part of this. She said, I'm not here for me. She said, I'm not going to have any more children, but she wants her 11-year-old daughter to grow up with the same kind of freedoms in this country that she had as she was growing up. I talked with a young woman who told me that there are medical reasons that she wants to make sure she can have an abortion if she needs to in the future if she were to become pregnant, because she said it could be life and death for her and she wants her doctor to make that decision, not a politician. Another young woman told me that she's here because of the fact that she was adopted. And she said her mother could have made the choice to abort her but didn't. But she said in the future, she wants to make sure that she and other young women, with the doctor's advice, can make that decision for themselves. So this rally is continuing. As Hope said, we're not sure exactly how much longer they're going to stay here and rally and chant and demonstrate, or if they're going to take off again and march. You know, a moment ago they were marching through underground, past the Fulton County Courthouse, past the Atlanta Police Headquarters, past the State Supreme Court building and Georgia Court of Appeals, and back to the state capitol, making their point, they hope, that this is just beginning for them. Savannah.